And welcome to part 7 of our Let's Play of Yes, Your Grace. I'm Devman, and I hope you've had yourself a great time up to this point as we are reviewing our past week, because I don't think we did it in the last week. We are sitting at 51 resources, 24 supplies, 164 soldiers, and a pretty fairly happy kingdom, I think, from compared to where we started. Now we go on to our next week, because I think we've got everything all set up here. So let's move on and start into week 13. Ah, yes. Now, for those who don't remember, Lady Lena wanted to marry her son to Azalea. Now, we don't really have a response per se yet of what we're going to do, but I think there's a good chance she might be married off before the end, but we'll have to see where that goes. And I see we have a pigeon. Dear father, I haven't received your reply. I hope everything is all right in Devman. It's very lonely here. I miss my sisters. I know no one, and Ivo doesn't like me wandering in the market by myself. Please send me a letter. Yours, Lorsulia. Oh, so we haven't sent her a letter yet. You! Write a letter to Lorsulia. Ask her about Ivo. What does he... Ask her about Ivo. What is he like as a husband? How is he dealing with his father's death? And say that I give him my condolences. Mention that we are working on finding the murderer. Very well, Your Grace. I will write her a letter. She should anticipate a reply within a couple of weeks. Very good, because we forgot to send her one last time. Oops. So, let's see. Let's talk to our daughter first. What are you doing here with this brush? Mother made me sweep the corridors. Why? What did you do this time? Nothing. As? Tell me what you did. Nothing, I swear. Your mother will tell me if you don't. I'd better start sweeping before she finds me. Interesting, okay. Ugh. I'll never finish here. Well, let's see. We got a couple of peasants in today, and we got Lady Lena. Let's talk to Lady Lena. You have called for me, Your Grace? I have found this animal tooth. Do you know anything about this? It was found in my wine cellar. Oh, yes. I've seen something like this before. It's a charm necklace. It's an expensive thing. The bigger the tooth is, the more dangerous demons it protects you from. I have one just as well. Many soldiers wear these as a sign of strength, especially if they have obtained a tooth by themselves by defeating a monster. It brings them luck in battle. Where did you get yours from? It was a wedding gift from my father. Thank you, Lady Lena. About the marriage. Have you reconsidered my offer, Your Grace? I mean, we'd be putting her up for marriage. I think we should proceed with the marriage. I think the marriage is a good idea. I've heard wonderful things about you boys, and I'm sure Azalea will be delighted to be his wife. Uh-oh. Here we go. Also, we could definitely make use of your army. Oh, that's most wonderful. The day we defeat Redovia is the day we will celebrate. There we go. Ugh. Well, we haven't talked to her yet about it, but we just now officially got her married. Your Grace, I hear the wedding was a right feast. I mean, apologies for my impoliteness. My condolences to King Talus. I'm sure he will be missed. Thank you. I will pass them on. My family just moved to the capital, and we have a house, but our garden isn't big enough. It can barely fit our horses. We'd like a bigger house with a garden and a beautiful front porch. For us simple farmers, it's an expense we could never afford, but for a king, it's probably nothing. It would only cost a fraction of what you paid for the wedding dress, Your Grace. 25 gold! Are you out of your mind? I don't have gold to waste on your new house. If you want it, work for it. The castle gold reserves for people in need. You better leave before I have my guards take you out. So you spend that much on a dress your daughter wore once, but you can't help people with a new house? You could buy half the village with the gold from that dress. I'll make sure everyone knows about this. Oof. That's not good. My name is Olivia, your grace. I come from the forest. I am the leader of the cult of the trees in the western woods. Ooh. Maybe she's a witch. I know I'm probably not welcome here, but you are my last hope, your grace. I have asked all the neighboring villages for help, but they all despise my god. In the middle of the forest we have a sacred oak, and because of all the recent rains, the area around it is flooded. A stream of water keeps running over its roots, and we've tried to stop the water, but we don't have the appropriate tools. Our people need this tree to pray, your grace. Without it, they are desperate and scared. I can't bear to see them so helpless. Please help us, your grace. Are you praying to a tree? Yes, your grace. It's the tree of the god of thunder. A symbol of love and life, filled with healing powers. Nothing bad can happen to this tree, your grace, I beg you. Alright, if it can help with healing powers, maybe we can get some use out of it. You should find someone in the market you can hire. Oh, your grace, thank you so much. I've got to say, I wasn't expecting you to help us. I will make sure our people know about your good heart. I hope your tree is going to be alright. Okay, so let's take a look at our last peasant here, and then... Your grace, a traveling merchant here. I'm selling rather exclusive wares if you're interested. Silk, perfume, books, and decorations, whatever your royal soul might desire. Something tells me that you might be interested in far more delicate merchandise, though. I have a knack for these things, I am right. Tell me more. Oh, fantastic. You see, I have something very precious here. Satisfaction for the most delusioned pleasure seekers. Some say it's a perfect cure when you don't feel particularly inspired. Others may use it for purely Oh. It's very good generally if you're going through a bad spell, your grace. 1 pack of dust for you just for 7 gold pieces. If you're tempted to grab another sack, I might throw it in for only 5 gold. That'd be 12 whole packs for only 12 gold. Now, it's not a big deal worthy of your royal bottom, then I don't know what is. Your place is in my dungeon. Yes, because we are supposed to take the dust dealers, right? That's what Lures wanted. I won't allow Oracle dust in Devman. Your grace? There's nothing wrong with selling a few packs of sugar dust. What other pleasures were you thinking about? Oracle dust? I've never heard of it. How dare you lie here, King? My gods will take care of you at the exit. I think we should check in with Lurs, your grace. We have done some tasks for him, so we might be ready for an alliance now. Very well. Etten's not going to be happy with us, but we'll take Lurs. Invite away. Now it's time to get off our throne and go take a walk around the yard, see if there's anything I need. Let's go to the dungeon. Are you feeling any better? Do you have everything you need? Sturdy walls, steel bars, a personal guard. Oh wait, there's nowhere to run. Your grace, I can't bear this place. Please, let me out. I didn't know your grace disapproves of the dust. I thought it was like any other consumable product. People get sick because of this stuff. Everyone who sells dust in Devman will be imprisoned. You'll stay here until Lord Lurs arrives. Very well. Now to the bedchambers. Off to see the wife. Darling? Honey, I just sent Azalea to get married. I have a lead on the investigation. I've found some clues that might lead us to the person who's behind Talus's death. What have you found? That's all. Nothing! You lose! Good day, sir! Our daughter has arrived. She seems to like Atana. I'm quite jealous of her. Atana is a beautiful place. The castle's much better than ours, too. I hope she will learn her way around soon. I'm sure she will, darling. When you write to her, tell her that I'm sending my best wishes to both of them. Ask her how she's dealing with all these new things, and what has she been doing without her sisters. Of course, I don't want to write her a full-length book. I'll see what I can do. Thank you, my darling. Bye. What did Acelia? You made her sweep all the corridors in the castle? This must have been serious. Oh, Eric. She's been behaving worse and worse as she grows up. She convinced one of our servants to practice sword fighting with her. Oh, gods. It didn't end well. The servant ended up with a huge cut on his cheek. You shouldn't have let her play with swords, Eric. I know that I shouldn't have. But if I said no, she'd still do it in secret. I know, Eric. We just need to pay more attention to her, especially now that Luli is not here. Alright, bye, baby. That's another week gone. We are back to making a good amount of gold. So we're making 14, 16, 17, 21 gold, and we're losing 9. So we're actually making only 2 gold per turn. But with the army upkeep, we're starting to get a little bit spicy on the supplies. 7 additional places. No, I think we're good for now. And we get our general back this week. So let's go into week 13. No, 14. 14. We just finished week 13. The craft will flourish. No man can stop. In the middle of the night we shall meet, for the dust spreads fastest in the sandstorm. Can you make any sense out of this, Audrey? I'm afraid just as much as you, Your Grace. Something tells me it has to do with oracle dust, though. We should pass this on to either Lurs or Etten. It's your call, Your Grace. Well, Lurs is here, so we'll talk to him in a bit. Your Grace, I have found the bandits, and there were quite a bunch drinking away in the forest nearby. I let the villagers deal with them. I'm ready for our next orders. Thank you. I hope this doesn't happen again. Lurs, you've called for me, Your Grace. I found this message. Ah, perfect. I've done your task. I've done as you asked. Wonderful. We have stopped the growth of Etten's business. Oracle dust will still be about, but we definitely help reduce the spread. Unfortunately, there's a small problem in the way. With Etten not buying my spices, others have turned their backs on me as well. I can hardly make a coin now. That's why I had to start trading with Radovians. Are you mad? That's supporting our enemy. We're going to war with them. I suppose so, but they're helping us too. I'm not sure it's an easy decision for them either. Your Grace, the bottom line is I need gold. Otherwise I won't be able to sustain my armies. The only other option I see is if you bought the spices from me. I'll need monthly installments though. I need to keep my businesses running, or otherwise I must wrap it all up. If you don't like any of those options, then I suppose we need to part ways. 3 gold a week. That's gonna put us low. 3 gold a week. Wow. We're gonna be losing a gold from now on. But you have to cut the Radovians off from their supplies. Hopefully this will lower their morale. Ah, very well. I will set up the necessary trade routes. Alright, so we have him on our side, which is good. That's all for now. As you wish, Your Grace. This alliance gives us many benefits, Your Grace. We should expect an increase to our income at the end of the week. Yeah, our supplies, but we're gonna be down for that. Let's send our general out now. Luba. General, go to Luba. Actually, no, we'll send him out after, because we might need to get a request from Lady Elida. Rumors spread fast, Your Grace. I've heard what's coming from behind the mountains. I can help if you want. However, there's a small catch, as you probably anticipated. These times aren't easy for any of us, and so I have a favor to ask. A delicate matter, actually. It seems to me that you don't know the curse that plagues Lena's family. Curse? What curse? They say that if her son does not participate in the act of marriage before his 12th spring, he will fall asleep and never wake up. Can the curse be lifted? Is there a way to lift the spell? There is. That's why Lena is so desperate for someone to marry her son, to lift the bane. The problem is, you can't completely get rid of it. If her son gets married, it is said that the spell will move on to the bride, and she will die the following night. Oh no! Are you willing to risk this? Thank you for the information. I would strongly reconsider Azalea's marriage arrangement, though. I will consider your advice, be sure. Now, what does that mean? Because we don't... like, that's a big army we'd be losing out on. But we'd potentially lose our daughter. Your Grace, I come with a special request. To turn Stabber into a prince, I need to lift his curse. I've researched more into it. You think you're the youngest one of us who can read, Sidani? Well, I made Danica read it for me. I already love him as hard as I can. It squish and tickles his tummy all the time. But now, I need to make him rich. Your Grace, may I please request 1 piece of gold? I'll pay it back, I promise. A piece of gold to make a hedgehog rich. Fine. Here's 1 piece of gold. Don't lose it. Thank you, Father. Your efforts will not be forgotten. I also need to find a black rooster with a saddle. Do you know where I could find one? Oh, my potato head, I honestly don't know. That's fine, my king. I shall find one myself. Oh, man. So we need to start making new allies here. Yeah, it says Etten's not going to be involved with this anymore. That's going to suck. But we could go with, like, Greco or Masha. If someone's got a lot of money, we probably want to start get Joven. Let's bring Joven around. Because we're a little money short right now. So let's go to Luba. We'll send our general. Confirm. General is sent. So we go back here. We get off the throne. Not the porcelain one. Floosh. And, oh, we're done already. Nothing to do? Alright, very well. So let's see what our... oh my gosh, our army upkeep is huge. Well, we're still able to afford it, though. That's the thing. We're still actually making supplies on it. Now, the gold, on the other hand, we're losing 9 for the general. 3 to the spices, so that's 12, so 22 gold. And we're making 18... so, okay, we're only losing 1 gold per turn. That's not bad. But that's where we'll wrap up part number 7 here. Thank you for subscribing again. And don't forget to, if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button and the bell. Be notified when the next release comes out. I've started to release these at a rate of 1 every 2 days at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you want to stay on the trail with us, hit that subscribe button. Follow me on my social medias as well. Twitter at the Devman2dx. And follow me on Twitch, Devman2dx. See you next time.